Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. I'm here today with another readathon TBR. This is for Blackathon, which is hosted by Jesse and then two of their amazing co-hosts. I'm going to have that information down below, and I'm just excited to read some amazing books. I didn't think I was going to do another month-long readathon because I did one last month, and then I've heard about this and I was like, I have to do it. Like, it just falls in line with the books that I just naturally wanted to read this month. My favorite romance books I wanted to reread for Valentine's Day, all by Black authors with Black protagonists, as well as some other books that I've had checked out from the library that I want to get to. And so my Blackathon TBR is obviously going to be all Black authors, all Black protagonists or main characters, also a lot of own voices. That kind of makes sense, I guess. And then my Contemporary-thon is going to be the same as well. So I'll have another list for Contemporary-thon. So today you're going to hear my challenge books for Blackathon and then a whole list of books that I have ready to go if I happen to finish those early. So let's just get into it because it is 6:30 in the morning. I finally found a spot in my apartment that has enough light to film in the morning because I just can't get it done after school. So the first book and challenge goes with Feel the Love. So it's a romance book because obviously it's Valentine's Day month. And I'm going to reread A Princess in Theory. I'm so excited about this. This is one of my favorite books of 2018. And I want to get to the next two books. I found out there's a novella coming out, or it came out on Kindle. The print comes out on like the 19th of this month. And so I'm definitely getting all of them. This entire series, cover art, they won the lottery because this is just beautiful. But I absolutely love these two characters. You have a strong, independent woman in STEM, and the whole like Nigerian prince in your email. Like, it's just a fake romance trope that she doesn't even know about. And it is so good. And I gotta reread it so I can read the next two during Contemporary-thon. So you'll see those there, but they are going to be read this month. The next challenge is Wakanda Forever. So we have a graphic novel. And one of the books that I've had that I've wanted to read, and I've been intimidated by because it has a sci-fi in it that doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the narrative, would be Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. So it's kind of a classic. And I just kind of have to read the back of this. So it's a Diana who is a Black woman and it's her 26th birthday. And they time travel from their home in California to the antebellum South. And so they're kind of going back and forth between the two time periods and the different lives. I don't know much about it, and I want to kind of be surprised. I have this on audio, but the graphic novel, there is a graphic novel adaptation that I also got out from the library. Let me flip through. That goes with this story. So I want to read the book first and then enjoy this graphic novel. I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait. All right, so the next one is Hear Us, which is Own Voices by Black author. And for that, I'm finally going to get to American Street by Evie Zaboy. This is about a teenage immigrant, and her mom is getting deported, I believe. And I've been wanting to read Evie Zaboy for a very long time. I knew it was going to be a tough, hard-hitting subject in terms of immigration, but I definitely am going to get that this month. I also would like to get to Pride if my hold from the library comes in because everybody's wanting to read it, and rightfully so. The fourth challenge is Fill the Beat. And so there are four awesome poems that they will be sharing, and you kind of react to your favorite one. And I'm also going to be adding another book in with this. My favorite and kind of my only book of poetry is Neon Soul by Alexandra L. I read this last January, and the feeling, like the emotions I have towards the poems about strong, independent women, expressing love and being a survivor, like this speaks to my soul so much. So I want to reread this every year at the beginning of the year. I'm also going to start annotating it. But Alexandra L. is a beautiful, strong Black woman, and I have to get the rest of her books as well this month because I have not read those. The next one is More Than a Color. So these are books that it's not just a POC character, but there's also some intersection with other things, whether it's sexuality or religion, all those kind of different nuances that go together to make a well-rounded character that I love to read. And I'm excited to read Witchmark by C.L. Polk. Now, I don't know about the characters in this book, but the author herself is Black, and so this will fall into the Blackathon very nicely. This is a fantasy, magical fantasy. Again, I have sci-fi and fantasy in this TBR, and if you've been here at all, you know that's not my normal contemporary historical fiction realm, but I'm so excited to get to this witchy magic book. And there are there's gay rep in this book as well as magic. And I think, ooh, it's also historical fiction. So maybe it's a little bit more my thing than I thought. So those are the books for sure for the challenges. I have a whole bunch more for Contemporary-thon, and then I have a stack of books that I will be reading from if I finish with all of those books as well. I need to finish up Children of Blood and Bone. Have been stuck at this part. I think I'm going to restart this book. I kind of like zoned out because it was a busy month when I started this, and so I'm just going to give it another shot because I want to read the second book that's coming out soon, and I just love Tomi as a person. Oh, she's so awesome. And then I also need to finish Blended by Sharon M. Draper, middle grade book. She's one of my favorite authors, and I need to finish that one. I have another book by her, The Battle of Jericho. This is from a trilogy. I think it's just kind of like a coming-of-age story of 16-year-olds, so that'll be great. And then we have Fly Girl. This is one that was on Jesse's TBR. This is by Sherry L. Smith, and it's about World War II women Air Force service pilots. And you have a, I believe, half black. She kind of passes to join the army. Yep, light-skinned to pass as a white girl. And I wanted to read this book for so long, and I've been so interested in it, I accidentally bought it twice. So I might just have to get to that one. And then Jacqueline Woodson is amazing. I want to read Harbor Me. This is a middle grade book. Jacqueline has picture books. She has middle grade books. She has adult books. I'm trying to think YA books. I can't think of any. But she's an amazing human being. I met her in person. Her energy is just everything. I think I've said that before, but it is. And it's a book about 6 kids that are dealing with some very hard subjects with their families. I think there's like deportation and abuse, but they kind of meet all together in a room to talk about their issues. And so I'm excited to get to that, even though it's heavy, heavy, heavy stuff. And then the last 2 books are more romance books. Another one of my favorites from last year, The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. You have a biracial couple, and it's just Stevie. And then the spin-off with one of the main characters of that book is The Proposal. Whoopsie daisy. The Proposal. And I want to get to this one as well. So I need to reread this one so I can do this one to familiarize myself with those characters. So it is going to be a busy month of reading in the shortest month of the year. But yeah, those are the books that I want to get to this month. I would love to hear what you're reading down below. I am so excited to get to these books. These are books that I've just been meaning to get to. I'm waiting for a lot of them to come through on audio because that's a lot how I read my books, especially adult fiction. I've noticed that is getting better. My chemo brain is like finally like getting to a point where I can get back into the swing of things a little bit better, and I cannot be more excited to get into all of these longer, not so much middle grade YA books for the first time in a long time. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.